That GIF, I approve of that GIF, by the way, still. You can keep it if you want. I never use it anyway. We'll see. Come to think of it, how old are you, boss? I'm eternally 17. Fair enough. 17 plus how much? 17 plus I'd have to cut your tongue if you knew. Alright. Let me go change into something more comfortable. Take your time. Say, Jill, there's a blue-eyed mass of black fur glaring in my general direction. Oh, that's just 4. He's wary of any new visitors. Cats will be cats, I guess. He'll warm up quickly, though. Just give him time. He's unusual looking. Blue eyes on a black cat? They usually have green. Yeah, weird, huh? At first I thought they were like that because he was small, but they never changed. You have any pets, boss? Back at home, we had a bear. I see. What? Good old Bosco. Of course it'd be named Bosco. He kept intruders away better than any dog. Right. And this picture here isn't something you see every day. What? He taking such a sappy pic? No, a framed picture on printed paper. It's so vintage. Who are these? That's, the one on the right is Lenore, my ex-girlfriend. The one on the left is Gabrielle, her sister. Huh? Is this pic recent, or... Actually, that one's from 3 to 4 years ago. You look exactly the same. I'm only 27. What'd you expect? That's why they say kids are the ones that get old. I thought it was recent because you don't usually see people displaying pictures of their exes so openly. Let alone a printed and framed one. Did you two break up on good terms then? You even hesitated a bit when calling her your ex. Let's just say that everything ended with both of us saying mean things, and me storming out of her house, breaking a couple of things on the way out. We never broke up formally, and I guess I still have feelings for her. I just went away, haven't said a word since. Really. It's hard to picture you doing such a thing, and you look so happy in the pic. Why have her pic out like this then? I just couldn't get my mind off something that Alma said to me. About missing the warmth of someone else pressed against your side, using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head in their chest, listening to their breathing as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. I don't know, I felt nostalgic, then miserable. I'll just put this away. I'm meaning to apologize, but I feel like it's too late now. Whenever I go out, there's this fear in the back of my head that I'll meet her in the street. I just don't know if I could face her again, let alone talk to her. I'd be a mess. It's never too late to apologize, Jill. Maybe. What's that on the table? Looks like an envelope. It's nothing. Nothing. Now please give that to me. Love. Alright. I saw nothing. Don't worry. She bartended her to the grave. 17 chromosomes, it all links back. This game is something else, man. Anyway, let's grab some beers. Guide me. Damn, you have lots of beer. Drink! Well, the BTC gives me discounts on a point card I can use every time I buy their alcohol. With that, beer is actually the cheapest drink I can get. Drink! Is there any difference between the drinks at the bar and these? The drinks at the bar are more addictive, flavorful, and also stronger than the ones they sell in stores. Drink! Oh, we're gonna get her so stripped. That's her subscription to Big and Beautiful Blondes Triple X. No, that's her subscription to Shining Fingered, which is almost the same exact thing. And besides, the one in the bar is more of a double IPA. This one's more of a Pilsner. In English, please. This one's lighter in color and lighter in flavor. Drink! Drink! Oh, yes. Crack that shit. No, it doesn't taste like a lighter to me. Is this one made with that, what was the name of the base liquid you use at the bar again? Nutriogenic dichometrical lidogenol, or NDL. Wait, let me pronounce that. Nutriogenic dichometrical lidogenol. NDL. Alright. Drink. It was a supplement or something, right? It was an experimental fluid they created to replace water when the maiden kiss polluted water supplies. The effects of pollution turned out to be temporary, so NDL never went into mass production. But the BTC still commissioned it for use in bars. And is this one made with it? Let's see. Yep, here it is, near the end. NDL and cornstarch. cornstarch. It serves as a stabilizer, if I remember correctly. They need it for packaged drinks. Chug, 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 chug. I want to see someone go through the Spanish announcer's table. I hope so. I see, and I just realized something. What? You're a nerd, Jill. Got called a nerd? Fucking drink. Guilty as charged. I still have that bottle of rum somewhere around. You want some of it? Will you have some too? Not really, no. Then leave it like that. I'm not letting you drink beer alone. That's not how drinking with friends works. You consider me a friend then, boss? Why wouldn't I? Secret 10 whole beers left, secret end, what? Oh, come on. We're not John Cena fans here. No, what with being my boss and all, I was never too sure. Well, in case you had any doubts, yes, I consider you one of my best friends. Well, that's 4 deep. Besides, you and Gil are always so diligent and responsible that I'm boss in name only anyway. That's good to know. On a side note, it surprises me that you kept that poster of me in the room. And even more that you hung it in plain sight. When I gave it to you, it was more or less a joke, you know? Does it make you uncomfortable? If it doesn't make you uncomfortable, why would it make me uncomfortable? It's my own face. I'm still wondering why you did it, though. Aside from filling an empty spot on the wall, I don't really know. I thought it was funny, too. I guess it's like if someone gave you, I don't know, a dildo-shaped trophy or something and you had it there as a conversation starter. Although no one comes here anyways, so it's kind of pointless. What? No steamy nights of passion? Fucking drink! 5 beers. I just feel like Dana would be. 5 beers. We're halfway in. Not since a year ago, I think. And I'd rather not talk about what happened then. Did someone hurt you? Because if they did, I can go dish out the pain. No, nothing of the sort. A different kind of mess. Uncomfortable mess. Not being able to have sex for reasons mess. Glad to know you have my back, though. That's what friends are for. Wait, you talk about the poster and compare it to having a dildo-shaped trophy. Did you just call me dildo face? That's what friends are for. Hey Jill, where did you get that black 4-ball? Well, as with any black cat or house cat in general, he's actually a stray. I found him in the alleys near the building. Not long after I moved here, I think. Ah, I see. Her face is red. We're getting her shit-faced. She jills off to the post. Jill's face, yep. Ah, I see. It was quite the sight, though. He was cornered by all these dogs, but they were keeping their distance. He was holding his ground, hissing and scratching as much as he could. There was a fried chicken bucket nearby that had some rainwater, I think, so I threw the water over the dogs. They ran, and I figured the cat's mom would be nearby, so I left. Then I noticed people looking in my direction as I walked. Turned out the little shit started following me. So you brought it home. At first, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but... No, I just meant it, like, similar to the dildo trophy, I want you inside... Oh, right. I'm gonna have a drink of my own. First, I wanted to see if I could find him a new home, but having him welcome me whenever I came back was just too much for my heart, so he ended up staying. It was destiny, girl. When he came, he was so cute, though. Not like the fat mass that's sleeping on the table. 4. Hey, you're not a spring chicken yourself, you know. Oh. Shit, I actually did that in front of someone else. Oh. Anyway. Livers, what are they? Don't anyway me. Do you normally speak for your cat like that? Maybe. I wonder if Gil's alright. You worried about him? You make it sound like I'm some emotionless robot. He can be hard to read. I wouldn't worry about Gil so much, though. There's 3 things I know for certain about him. First, he can take care of himself. Second, you can sincerely trust him. And third, he absolutely hates bell pepper. He does? I've seen him even reject food that has been in contact with it. Man, what a baby. Unless he's allergic or something. He's not. Man, what a baby. How did you meet such a guy? He showed up in the door of the bar. He what? Well, it was shortly after the whole incident with Robert and the levitation potion. Right. Levitation potion. It was a slow day and he just showed up at the bar. I offered him a drink, but he said he didn't have money on him. I couldn't leave him alone, so I pretty much gave the drinks for free. And after a couple, he broke down crying. Huh? I don't know what he did, but he was really, really regretting it. He wanted a second chance or whatever, and I told him if he could wash himself, I'd find him a job. And I'll be damned, he looked totally different the next day. Damn. I tried and failed to find out anything about him. We're out of beer! So I decided to take him at face value. I judge him from what he did as an employee. And aside from the occasional sudden escapade, he's been as loyal gets. I return the favor in kind, covering his ass from time to time, sometimes literally. What surprises me is that you took him in so easily. Oh no. Oh god. She's still rigid as hell. Maximum shitface. And besides, after the whole Robert thing, I couldn't ignore someone else that's someone that's so desperate so easily. I see. You've made the bar more lively yourself, you know? How so? Well, with the regulars you've earned, of course. Like that blonde titty hacker. I can't remember her name. Alma? I was gonna say Armitage. Yerk. Yeah, well, she's hot, I'll give her that much. She's also a nice person in general, but damn, she's hot. You alright, Jill? Yeah, why? It's weird to see you say so openly that someone's hot. What? Even you can see she has a hot body, boss. You'll find no objections here. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about taking her to her room and... Jill, you sure you aren't drunk? I am. I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I mean... But those are thoughts I leave to myself. I don't think I can handle her in a relationship. She has weird standards. That and she's as straight gets. She's still a lovely person, though. And she became a regular is a blessing. Any regular is a blessing when you get down to it. My shit face. I don't have a shit face, because I don't drink. There's also that sex worker robot girl. Ah, Dorothy. She intrigues me, though. I've seen lots of sex workers over the years, and she seems pretty giddy. Whoa. Oh, that's so sick. I didn't know you could do that. It's not that she likes her job, but rather that she takes to it with such childish excitement. I've kind of noticed that too, but then again, Lilum can be weird. You think? Lilum operate in some really foreign logic. I mean, they don't really share our fear of mortality. Even if their bodies are destroyed, their minds are already backed up in the collective source. I'm not as pink as you drunk I am. Looks over 12 empty cans. Yeah, I'm good. If they lose an arm, they can reattach or replace it. Depending on the circumstances, they might not even feel pain at all. It's not like they haven't attained human-like emotions and fear or love, but they are different. Like a different culture, if you must. Huh, I didn't see it that way. Aside from that, Dorothy's a DFC-72. It's a social interactions model or something. Lilum get positive reinforcement straight from their bodies, fulfilling their main purpose, so... I'm guessing she gets a built-in push whenever she's in a meaningful or challenging social interaction. Interesting. The name Lilum's a bit weird, though. It is? You'd expect them to be called bots or dolls, but Lilum doesn't convey the image of automatons. Just a tip, bots and dolls are considered slurs by them. Bot is akin to calling them retarded, and doll is like calling them fake. Thanks for the advice. That aside, you know why they're called Lilum? As far as I know, because they all come from a bigger AI called Lilith. And Lilum are Lilith's offspring in Jewish folklore. Yeah, she's not wrong. I want Jill to take Dana's beer. Right? She's still nursing that drink. Ooh, cool. Hey, speaking of names, why don't you like being called by your full name? I have no idea what you're talking about. Don't act stupid. Back when you first transferred, I called you Julianne and you almost tore me a new one with your glare. See? Like that. It's no big secret, but it's one of those things that feels silly when you say it out loud. Try me. Well, did you ever watch Model Warrior Julianne? Not all of it, but my little sister's a big fan of the reruns. Back when I was in elementary school, I was a huge fan of the show. I had everything, from the dolls to the costumes to the lunchboxes. Didn't help that it was one of those shows that got strapped literally everywhere. I saw a couple of episodes once. They were really nice. It was beyond nice. The show's about a model who can transform into an armor-clad magic knight. She fights demons born from greed and vanity. How the show presented Jules hating her job because it invited enemies, and yet still found solace in trying to be a role model. Hell, the main character wasn't a kid. Julianne was an adult that became younger when transformed. I'd say it was a pretty ambitious kid show, even by today's standards. Just the fact that our enemies were literally issues dealing with beauty standards of body image. Challenging as fuck. Whoa, you got excited there. And that is the problem. Back then, I was obsessed with Jules. I sang the songs, dressed like her. I could even recite full chapters. Something tells me you still can. That's besides the point. It was nice while I was in elementary school, but then I went to middle school. And what a surprise, tweens are jackasses. They went out of their way to tease me about the things I did back then. I don't hold it against Jules, so I'll just hold my grudge against those fuck jobs. Sounds rough. You know how most girls worry about their thighs at that age? I worried about jerkasses singing the theme tune of the show mocking me. Anyways, every time someone calls me Julianne or Jules, I instinctively react negatively. Pavlov would be proud of me. I never talk about it because I find the whole thing too silly in retrospect. And yet it affects you even today. There's nothing wrong with it, though. It's actually kind of reasonable. I sure hope so. Jill's describing 25% of anime. I would say she's describing more like 33 1/3% of anime. Also, shoutouts to Kiramiki. What kind of kid were you? Come to think of it, what kind of kid were you, boss? When I was a toddler, I was the kind that always fight with kids bigger than me. Then puberty happened, and I became the Merriam-Webster definition of shallow jerkwad. Around the time I turned 16, I realized what an idiot I was, and went on to become who I am today. And the less I talk about those years from 12 to 15, the better. Fair enough. Say, boss, how do you like them men? 2D. Uh-oh. 2D. Yes, I don't mind anything as long as that thing is cute or 2D. How about you? Back in high school, I liked them funny. In college, I liked them successful. After a while, I just wanted them stable, and now, I don't know. I stopped caring about them being funny. My high school boyfriend started conflating cheering me up with mocking me when I'm down. I also stopped caring about them being successful. I realized half the time they had no qualms about cheating with me or on me. And I stopped caring about them being stable. I realized they were the kind of person I was trying not to become. Not become stable? There was this guy who became so obsessed with holding a stable job that he hated. He started being physically ill. Not only that, the last time I managed to get some, I ended up throwing the guy out. He took incredible offense with how I smoked on the bed after sex. The bed could catch fire, you know. Not you too. I kinda envy Elma for that. At least when she dumps a guy, it's for less petty reasons. You okay? I'm fine, it's just, it all boils down to the fact that I can't get my mind off Lenore lately. She was all of what I just said. She made me laugh, she had a good position and was stable. She was also smart, caring, and why can't I get my mind off the whole thing? It's maddening. Weeb, same, right? Maybe I should go and apologize. Maybe I should. Maybe that'll make me rest easier at night, get my mind off things for a while. I don't even care about going back to her, but, Hey Jill, have you tried thinking about clothes for 4? Clothes for... Listen, I know how you must feel, but you can't let all of that cloud your senses. Next time you feel overwhelmed by those thoughts, try distracting yourself. Like with, say, thinking what kind of clothes you can put on 4. Yeah. You know, boss, I'm a bit curious about your circle of friends. What kind of people do you have in it? Keep in mind, you're included in this circle too, so any insults you hurl will apply right back to you. Anyways, I've had this friend I've known for a long time. A red-headed, glasses-wearing gun nut called Iris. The one you called for the helmet thing? That one. She's managing a BTC bar in Panama right now, if I remember correctly. She's managing a bar too? I got the idea from her, actually. Ah. It's called the N1RV and Nirvana, and if you thought this city was dangerous, you should see the people she has to deal with there. They tried some good positions. Piracy ain't nothing to fuck with. And means it's an annex to another business. What else does she do there? I think the bar was originally her hotel's bar. She moved the bar to its own building elsewhere and opened the N1RV and B in the hotel instead. Weird decision. I believe she said she wanted a place away from the noisy rich tourists that had to go to the hotel. So that bar is her woman cave. Woman cave. That aside, let's see. Friends. I guess there's also my little sister, but that's a given. Oh, there's also my old partner from when I was with the Neo San Francisco police force. Good old Lexi. Should give her a call sometime. Wait, you were in the what? I've done lots of things, Jill. I spent a short time collaborating with the police force. I've been a wrestler, an MMA fighter, chimney cleaner, lumberjack, pet shop attendant, corporate mascot. Corporate what? I still see my face on some websites from time to time. Anyway, aside from you, Gil, my sis, Iris, Lexi, I guess there are a lot of people that don't want to see me in harm's way. Mostly because they're the ones that want to hurt me. What about you? I guess I have acquaintances here and there. Back at home in college, I went out a lot. But it felt more like going out was the pleasure rather than the people involved. Aside from you and Gil, my closest friend since moving here is Alma. And Dorothy. I mean, sure, there's always 4, but that cat's a hermit that refuses to go out. And you know, he's a cat. Hey, cat's fine too, you know. Boss. Hey, boss. How'd you lose your V card? V, huh? You know, your V card, your first time you're deflowering. Ooh, that. Well, I'm legally bound to not disclose that information. Does that mean you lost it? Can't disclose that information. Come on, just give me a hint or... Jill, bad things will happen for everyone if that info is revealed in any way. Alright. Sheesh. I can only say this, the whole thing is related to my mechanical arm. Great. Now you're just teasing me. Any reason you want to know that? Well, everyone's first time is always a mess, but I've always to know if it was as messy a time as mine. What happened? Well, I got all lovey-dovey with my first boyfriend, and when we both got naked, when I saw his dick, I just started... I started laughing. What? Got nervous? Nervous? No, I just find dicks funny. They're funny. They have a sack attached to them, and and they grow, and they're just stupid meat rods. Oh boy. She's gonna put you through the announcer's table. A cat's still pussy. How did your boyfriend react? He went flaccid from the laughter, and it just shrunk and went limp. I had to work it out too for a bit so I could control my laughter, but it's so hard. They're just so stupid. Stupid meat rods. Jill? Huh. Well, let's see how to move her back inside before she catches a cold. Dick jokes. XD. Thud. That's snow. Holy shit, this game is long. That was the end of chapter 1? What the fuck? Jill's curious about Daruma she saw. Getting one will prevent her from becoming too distracted. I gotta raise $4,000 in 5 days. Oh, boss left the hoodie anyway. How many chapters? I have no idea. Apollo Bank is getting attacked. Thread 2. Media's still awfully quiet about it. Augmented Eye talked about it, but very briefly. Maybe someone lost their job due to that one rogue article. It was from Kim. She's always trying to write serious shit, but I think AE got tired of her. Fucking shame. So all we'll get is clickbait from now on. Gonna get worse at the very least. White Knights say there's a lot of people inside the building, at least 3 people already dead. How? Is someone there shooting people? Looks like it was the security from the building, but I've got no details yet. Sounds weird as fuck. Come on, Insider Anon. You gotta give us more. Doing my best here. Thanks, Based Anon. There are 1.15 chapters. Gambling is the key. Explosion registered, and the media is still quiet about it. Can confirm there's an explosion, but it looks like it was just one of them. So there's more bombs, not just one. That's right. Do you have any clue on who's doing this? I'm hearing from several sources that this is a group, a new one looking to overthrow the government. No names have been mentioned, and it looks like it's not a group, but just one person who set up all this. It's pretty ballsy. And this is just a rumor around here, but Alice Rabbit might be involved. How? A hacker's helping out hostages to escape, and they're suspecting of Alice. Huh. With someone doing stupid shit on the internet is being actually useful. Alright. Apollo Bank can confirm the situation has finally reached its end. The attacker was shot dead, but a huge amount of data was released from servers all around the world. Remember the leaks from Alice? Those were nothing compared to this. Proof of corruption, money laundering, espionage. It's actually pretty unsettling. Damn. The file is available from approximately 60,000 sources. Is available from approximately 60,000 sources. Terabytes that contain all operations from the Glitch City government and White Knight operations. It seems the ultimate goal from the attacker was not to blow up the bank, but lead hostages towards the server of the bank, which had files under several layers of physical security. That shit sounds whack. How do you even make a plan this complex? No idea, but that's what some of the witnesses are telling me. Okay, it looks like I have to leave, but I'll try to write down all the details for a future post. Gonna need some time, though. Godspeed and on. Thanks. Okay. Let's check this shit. BSF January 4th. American Kid. Oh, shit! Jill forgot what she did last night and started blowing shit up. Oh, shit. We got a post promoting the wrestling event, GSF. January 4th card announced 66 American Kid and Grand Yusuke headlining. The blood feud between Giant Yusuke and 66 American Kid will reach its climax this January 4th at the annual GSF Dome event. That's so sick! January 4th, that's the fucking Tokyo Dome show from New Japan. That's so sick. But it's not the only match of the night. Other interesting bouts feature great workers such as the Great DK and Aaron's. Full card below. Alright. So we got 66 American Kid versus Giant Yusuke. Red Comet Jr. versus Nagisa for the Women's Championship. Akito versus the Great DK. Roy Campbell versus Aaron's GSF Junior belt. Jack Bomb and Blaze versus Huli and Kara Kalita. Tag Team Championship. Osuna versus Siegfried. I know a lot of wrestling knowledge, but I'm honestly, aside from like the Great DK being a reference to maybe Donkey Kong and Roy Campbell being the Colonel from Metal Gear Solid, I'm not coming up with anything. Nano Camo is now making smart underwear. If underwear you can change with a voice command with something you really wanted in your life, Nano Camo has you covered. They're already providing consumer versions of their advanced nanomachine fabric. They plan to release a line of underwear that can change its look with a spoken word. No more stains in your white panties. Just change its color to black and you will barely notice. That won't change the smell, though. They're not that advanced. We expect an increase in sales next year thanks to this innovative product, the PR representative told the Augmented Eye. I'm already using them. Super comfy, if you ask me. Danger Use admin has been arrested. Cybercrime unit up the admin's ass. December 7th will come. A second retribution. B1 day is coming. The 17th already passed, so famous hacker Alice Rabbit graced the popular text board Danger U with a new threat, which resulted in the arrest of the site's admin known as Furfur for a second time. We have no details to give other than that he was arrested as part of an ongoing investigation. Cybercrime Unit's Lizette Blanc told the Augmented Eye during a call. We are now busy tracking down the message that appeared yesterday. When inquired about the arrest, Furfur would only respond with a calm, "Not this shit again." Oh, was there something else? No, that's it. Kiramiki, let's see. So, Glitch City is officially Tokyo. Jill. Poor guy. Alright, fuck it. I guess we'll do another day. It's 11 o'clock. Gil? Oh, hey guys. How the hell did you get in? I have a copy of the key, remember? Wait, that's not how you greet me after... Wait, that's how you greet me after so many days? I never doubted you'd be fine. If anything, I'd have to cut your paycheck for leaving for so many days without notice. See, Jill? You'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. Wait, why does he have a copy of the key and I don't? The need for you having a key never arose. True. Anyways, glad you're fine, Gil. Thanks, I guess. What? Are you gonna make me wash the bathrooms again? Not today. Listen, I don't know who the hell you really are or what's trying to come back to bite you in the ass. But remember, there are people that actually care about you. Don't just leave like you did. Especially after all hell broke loose. At least give us a sign that you're still alive. So you were worried? Isn't that normal? When it comes to you, I don't know. Shut up. She's right, though. You shouldn't make ladies worry so much. Check if the cats didn't move the internet antenna, would you? Fine, fine. Hey, boss, why'd you leave the hoodie at my place? 'Cause it's yours? But I told you you could keep it. Sorry, I couldn't find it in myself to take it. Why? Partly because I didn't feel right taking it. And mostly because I thought you'd totally look cute with it. I see. Don't think I'm rejecting a gift of yours, it's just... preserving cuteness is one of my principles. Right. Boss, about last night, I think I said one too many things, and, so what? Drunk banter is something you see every day. It's not like I'm gonna think less of you because of it. Relax. If anything, I feel closer to you after seeing you so wasted. Oh. So yeah, don't give it much thought. Stupid meat rods. Ah! Antenna's fine. Did I miss anything? Nothing. Let's go. You okay? Your face is red. I'm fine. Alright, cool. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh yeah, Gil. Glad to see you're fine. I mean it. Thanks. Excuse me, I'm looking for Dana Zane. May I have your name? Tell her it's Brian. Okay. Just a sec. Boss, some Brian guy is looking for you. This is gonna be really fucking creepy, considering that my name is Brian. So, here we go. Tell him I'll be there in a bit. She'll, you heard her. It's alright, I'll wait. It's weird for someone to come asking for her, though. It's not so weird when you're BTC's regional manager in these parts. Yeah, I guess that's... I guess I didn't give you the best first impression. Don't worry, I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not a fan of people treating me too nicely because of my position anyways. Handle me like I'm just another client. Alright, I can do that. What can I get you, Mr. Brian? Let's go with the basics. A sugar rush, please. Coming right up. You want a sugar rush? I can do that. All of the alcohol. All of it. You know what? Let's go with a big one. Here. Yeah, this one's nice. Back in training, they made a big deal out of sugar rushes. Why? They're like the fried eggs of mixing drinks. They're the most basic thing, but people can still mess them up. Sugar rushes are simple enough that you only need to follow instructions. If you can't even do that, your future as a bartender is not bright. Huh. Never told me that. You're Jill, right? Yep, that's me. Dana's talked quite a bit about you. Really? And I guess you must have a few questions for me, am I right? Mostly concerning the closure warning Valhalla got. Can you disclose any information? I shouldn't, but you have the right to know. Thanks. Don't mention it. Now where to start? You saw the news on the information leaked during the Apollo Trust Bank incident, right? About the White Knights having lots of members from criminal organizations in their ranks. Turns out the White Knights weren't the only ones with shady people. Some of those same folks have been trying to elude legal problems using BTC certified bars. The BTC bars have their own protocols, meaning the White Knights can't dig too deeply. At least not without going through a ton of paperwork first, giving the criminals time to cover their tracks. Although it takes a bit of time to set up, it has apparently proven an effective method for money laundering. Where does Valhalla come in? Young bars are the ones under the radar right now, and the modest to low income ones the primary suspects. It's not just Valhalla. Any small bar with small income is being investigated heavily right now. So the closure notice is due to low sales. Among the reasons a bar can get axed, low sales is the rarest one. If low sales were a problem, lots of bars would close every year. You'll find out soon enough, huh? Sorry. Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Seems your guess was spot on, Gil. If it helps, I'm doing my best to appeal in your place. Really? Why? Mostly Glitch City's bar are a pain in the ass. I constantly give reports of chemical damage or shady drinks. This is one of the few places from which I almost never receive complaints. The closest thing to a recent complaint was that whole Farmer Fabrics affair from a little while ago. So much saliva. I wouldn't get my hopes up, though. especially since the BTC will try to save face by axing as many suspects as possible. Knowing you're making an effort is enough. Thanks. Can I get you anything else? Now that I remember, the recipe book has a drink created here, right? Oh yeah, the suplex. Give me one of those, please. Sure. Let's give Brian a suplex. Suplex City, bitch! Three. Here. The registry form said this was an accident when making a pile driver. You can ask the creator of the drink just over there. Ah, so you're Robert? Yes, that's my name. I'm Robert, the one and only. Joe called you Gil, though. It's Argentinian slang. Robert here is from Argentina, so we just call him Gil. Huh, I see. Sorry, Brian. I was sorting some stuff at the office. Please come in. I'll be right there. Any other questions, Jill? Not really, no. Although, yeah? If you were to evaluate my performance right now, how would you rate me? Clean and timely delivery of the correct orders, a top-notch bartender. Thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me. I'm surprised you haven't met him before. I received my training in another city. The regional supervisor there was some girl with a red mohawk. Ah, I see. I wonder what boss will talk to Brian about. Jill, was it? Stella. Ah, Miss Stella. What a pleasure. Are you okay? Yeah, just call me Stella. And get me a big beer, please. Sure, on it. Stella asked for a beer. What happened to say? She's dead, isn't she? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you sure you're fine? You know Say, right? Of course. What's up with her? She was at the Apollo Trust Bank during that whole affair and... Oh, right, that. So she didn't show up on the list of the massive body count in the aftermath, so I was hoping that maybe you've seen her. As much as I'd love to say that I had. Yeah, I figured as much. Man, the air is suddenly a lot heavier. I mean, I could tell her everything would be alright, but that would sound a bit condescending. What does one do in this kind of situation? Maybe a joke? No, that'd be tasteless. Okay, just try and say anything. At the very least, you'll break the tension. Maybe distracting her will be enough? I don't think clearly when under this kind of pressure, do I? There's a private eye here the other day. Eye? Sorry, I'm a bit on edge. A private detective, I take it? Yeah, maybe you'll want his services? That's his name. I believe it was Art Vandelay. Oh, that Art guy. Yeah, I actually hired him yesterday to look for Say. So you still have hope. I'm somewhere between bargaining and depression right now, and I'm afraid to let go of bargaining. I see. Is he any good? He doesn't look like it, but he's quite skilled at gathering intel. I believe he'll give me answers about Say, whatever they might be. Sometimes I wish I had a magic wand so I could solve all my problems with a swing, you know? Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. Oh, sorry. No, it's not about feeling uncomfortable. It's just weird. I usually try to say something to my clients when I see them down. And right now, I can't find any words that don't sound hypocritical, useless, or tasteless. I'm glad to know you have that much common sense, at least. All I can do is get you drinks. Can I get you anything else? Something sweet. That'll help me calm down a bit. Gladly. Let me get you something sweet. By flavor, please, not by type. Yeah. Get you a piano, woman. Here. Thanks. Seems you really like Say. I don't have brothers or sisters, and my social interactions are usually strictly business. So Say's more than a friend to me. She's... Sorry, I brought that topic up at a bad time. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, she's more than a friend. She's my emotional support. She's someone I can trust wholeheartedly. I'd say she's like my sister, but siblings usually lack that level of trust. I have to deal with high-class pricks of every race and upbringing on a daily basis. And he has a business mask to hide anything they don't want others to know, and I do the same. But with Say, I can be myself. I can do whatever I want and vent all my frustrations. She's always been there for me, and now she might need me. But here I am, sitting in a bar, making other people do that job because I'm a useless pile of flesh. Sorry about the outburst. I'm actually kind of jealous of the level of self-control you're using here. I mean, I'd be a mess in that situation. Still, would you like some fresh air? I'm gonna take my break and you could use some. Well, for a given value of fresh. I'm fine, thanks. Okay then. Gil, please serve as Miss Cell while I take my break. Sure, leave it to me. It's now safe to keep playing. God damn, is it chilly outside. Huh? What would a kid like you know about that, huh? I'm just giving you the facts as they are. What happened while I was gone? Let's see. Detective guy comes in, Cat Boomer girl greets him. They start talking. Everything was okay until the girl mentioned Zaibatsu Core offhand. After that, the guy got riled up and started bad-mouthing it. Oddly enough, he was the only one. She just carried on like it was just a normal conversation. I see. While I won't deny Zaibatsu Core is anything but innocent, when you get down to it, it has enhanced the quality of life here. Yeah, if by enhanced you mean getting yanked around by a shiny new chain around our necks. Can't you see that those big companies don't care about us? Why do you think Glitch City is mockingly called the guinea pig of the world? We're just one big test group for them to use however they want. But then again, I don't expect a kid to understand how hard it was, let alone a rich kid. True, I don't know, and true, I have a privilege that clouds my judgment. But can you deny that the meddling of the Zaibatsu Core has brought quite a few benefits? Like what? The AI integration program they started making is making huge advances in the AI department. Every day, more and more countries are seeing the benefits of recognizing AIs as citizens. Yes, but we also hold the AI Reformation program, meaning that we're also the world's little prison. AI went rogue, transfer it to a delivery drone, or ship it to Glitch City. That murderer is now delivering your pizza. Fair point, although that program has proven to have reformed many AIs. They don't brag about their 88% success rate for nothing. The city also has a stronger economy. Zaibatsu Core's success has made more and more companies bring their products here. And the gap between classes continues to grow. More companies just mean more people who will plant their feet on your face. But it also means more products are being brought to lower classes. Stores have 20% more brand variety compared to last year. Zaibatsu Core's main medical research branch has also made lots of discoveries. More and more illnesses previously thought incurable are being addressed every day. It's amazing for those who can afford them. Meanwhile, down here, we're experiencing medicine shortages almost every month. You have a point there. Oh, but there are also more jobs. All the companies coming down here need more personnel, so the unemployment rate has gone down by almost 40% this year. More jobs? Shut up. Am I wrong? Well, that's... Hey you, don't just sit there. Give me a Zen Star. Sure? Make a Zen Star for the sore baby. Here. God, this is awful. It's your order, though. I seriously hope you don't really believe everything you just said. Of course I do. Why else would I say it? You do bring up something I always fail to remember. All the benefits we've gained over time are limited to a few. I can talk about advances all I want, but in the end, they're still a luxury belonging only to a few. Even those that can be accessed by everyone are more like an improvement in the bigger picture. It doesn't take away the fact that there have been positive changes. Credit where credit's due, don't you think? That's a pretty mature answer. Discussions are a way for two parties to understand each other. The only people afraid of discussion are the ones whose points are too fragile to defend against someone. Yeah, mature, whatever. I'm gonna take the chance to ask you about that job I gave you yesterday. I haven't been able to find much, but I can at least tell you that she wasn't at the bank when it opened up. What does that mean? Either she left before the whole ordeal started, or she managed to escape at some point before the whole thing ended. All the corpses are accounted for. They only found one totally disfigured, but witnesses identified it. It wasn't your friend, that much is for sure. I see. Did you call him here? No, he just so happened to come here today. The weird part is that the girl did enter the bank. It's like she vanished or something. I see. Thanks, keep it up. Your face brightened a bit. Hope is the last thing you lose, I guess. If he's telling the truth, Say might have found a way out.